So you have Sci-Fi Valley Con. These conventions, they're cons. They're supposed to bring people together of all backgrounds and religions, or for anyone who's a fan of these things. This is Sci-Fi Valley, so all things sci-fi, right? And yet these people need to constantly make everything a political issue. So Sci-Fi ValleyCon blocks Clownfish TV hosts, and organizer calls anyone who supports President Trump a simple Nazi. These people who claim to be college educated, who like to look down on people like us because, oh, they're just a bunch of dumb rednecks living in a trailer park, a obviously gross generalization of people who support Trump, because they think that it's all like a bunch of hillbillies or something, which just shows just stereotypes and how simple-minded they are. It shows more about them than us. These people claim, oh, we're college educated. We're smarter than all these dumb people on the right. You guys and your big brains should know a vast amount of words, bigger words than us dumb redneck Donald Trump supporters who just sit in trailer parks and fuck our sisters with a gun in the yard. You should know so many more words than us, and yet you are constantly calling people Nazis, or homophobes, or bigots, or transphobes, or any kind of ism, far-right extremist, Nazi, white nationalist, you name it. And just proves once again that you people, just because you go to college, doesn't make you smart. You may be book smart, but you're lacking in critical thinking, common sense. You're lacking in all of that. A convention should be a place for people to come together. But you fucking people on the left, you bunch of words, you bunch of Melanie Mack's favorite word, just continue to want to divide people. It's a convention. It's for everyone. Conventions across America constantly target people over their extreme leftist politics, and now the Clownfish TV hosts have been blocked by Sci-Fi Valley Con at Altoona, Pennsylvania, after the convention organizer ranted about Trump supporters. Boy, another 4 years of these fucking whiny-ass babies complaining about Trump. They complained about him the first time. They complained about him all through Biden's administration, and they're still, 10 plus years. So by the end of it, we're going to be, it's been about 10 years so far. It's been since 2015. So almost 15 years. By the end of this, almost 15 years, these people will have whined nonstop about fucking Orange Man bad. But we're the cult, right? Ever since 2016, fandom conventions from sci-fi to comics to board games have targeted anyone who doesn't go along with their extremist narratives, and it's only gotten worse. We've had a report of a wide array of people getting banned from their political leanings, including author John Ringo from Con Carolinas, The Quartering from Gen Con, Kevin Sorbo from East Coast Comic Con, and Larry Correa from Origins Game Fair. Now the purveyors of Clownfish TV, Neon, and Geeky Sparkles appear to not be welcome at a smaller convention, Sci-Fi Valley Con in Altoona, Pennsylvania, after its organizer ranted about Donald Trump supporters, then blocked them from the convention page. So we got Geeky Sparkles right here. So I found out that both Neon and I were blocked on Facebook by the Sci-Fi Valley Con page. Okay, so we were some of the first supporters for the convention. The owner gave us a public thank you before our help and support. So why did Altoona, Pennsylvania Con block us? She continued, because Neon posted that it was odd that people were attacking others over politics and asking for people to literally unfriend them on Facebook, while some using iPhones. So it's like, this is for about, a convention, where people should be getting together, and yet you guys are unfriending people and all that because of politics. He didn't even really. Before you go attacking people over politics on Facebook, please remember the CEO of Facebook went to the inauguration. Just saying. To which the owner, the con owner, who did not tag, we did not tag in or talk about, jumped in unprovoked to say that everyone who voted for Trump was a simple Nazi. Because again, these people are so big-brained and so intelligent, they cannot think of anything. There's a reason why that meme exists of everyone I disagree with is a Nazi. Because these fucking people have no other comebacks, no retorts, no nothing. It's, you're Nazi. Even people who don't fit the bill, like, oh, you're the homophobe. Bitch, I was fucking best man at my gay brother's wedding. Okay? we knew he was gay for the longest time. We didn't care. And while I knew he was gay, him and his, at the time, boyfriend needed a $500 pet deposit so they could get an apartment together. Who do you think gave them that $500 fucking dollars? Me, the big bad homophobe. Ooh. If anyone was truly a homophobe, not only would I have not given them the 500, I wouldn't have been the best man at their wedding. I would have called them every matter of F's and, you know, gay and this and that, because I'm just a typical Trump supporter. I'm just a homo. No, $500 fucking pet deposit to them so they could get their apartment and keep their dog. But I'm the fucking homophobe. These people are fucking stupid. They never think about anything that comes out of their mouth. They are completely driven by emotions, and they don't think about what they're freaking saying. No matter when they call black people white supremacists. Are you fucking stupid? Oh, look at that evil black white supremacist. But they're black. Oh, it's internalized. Internalized white supremacy. Or women who stick up for men. Oh, it's internalized misogyny and just, I hope you don't break your back or neck doing all these fucking mental gymnastics. It must be tiring having to constantly do that crap. At this point, I say he runs a convention in an area where a lot of people voted for Trump and ask him if it was a good idea, a good thing to say. I also pointed out that he has no problems taking their money, and if truly believed what he said, he needed to tell his audience. Yeah. Bassett, so you run Sci-Fi Valley Con. Do you still take money from Nazis and the people you hate? What would potential guests say if they saw this comment? You think everyone you take everyone's money. You aren't. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Isn't that what the left says to the right? About, oh, well, you're taking their money, so you support them. Well, you're taking money from those Nazis. So that must mean you support Nazis. And there's no way to reverse it because this is the exact same logic that the left uses constantly. It's when they bring up like free speech. It's like, oh, well, I thought you free speech people were... When, you know, you're calling for death to someone, it's like, sorry, but as the left said, freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence. So you guys keep setting these stupid rules. We're just playing by those rules now that you set. You don't seem to like that. It seems you like it when the rules work in your favor, but now that we're reversing it on you, so that must mean that this person who hates Nazis must also support them because he has no problem taking money from them. Your rules, not ours. WTF, all he said was a kind of hypocritical to behave this way on a platform run by now huge Trump supporters. Same on Twitter, YouTube, Google, Instagram, etc. Because you are all still using the platforms and try to witch hunt people. If you truly felt that people were supposed to Trump, who supported Trump were Nazis and bad, you would not be using these platforms. So in your eyes, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Apple, Google, YouTube, TikTok, etc. are simple Nazi platforms. Why are you still here then? It's like the people like, oh my God, if Donald Trump gets elected, I'm leaving the country. And here they are, still here. Because they're all fucking talk. You better put up a post telling any potential customer of your convention that if they support Trump, that they are Nazis and refuse to take their money, or or you are a Nazi supporter yourself. Put your money where your mouth is. I will bet a lot of that your audience voted for Trump. Tell them flat out that you hate them and they are Nazis. Go ahead, I dare you, but I bet you won't. But I bet you won't. This behavior is exactly what he is talking about. Is the entire point Thom was making. You just proved it. I don't like Musk at all. I don't care for CEOs of the companies either. Heck, I'm not a huge Trump fan, but he was better than Harris. If they gave us a good candidate, they would have likely won. Probably. Again, I've said this before. You know, they think that celebrities have so much pull in this stuff. They had Beyonce. They had Taylor Swift. They had all these big name celebrities, Lady Gaga, and they still lost because Kamala Harris was a terrible candidate. They should have just kept Joe Biden. He would have had a better chance of winning. But they went with Kamala, someone that no one even wanted in the primaries the first time. She had to drop out. No one voted for her. She was just, oh yeah, she's going to replace Biden. No one liked her. No one liked her, which is why we saw a huge decrease in votes. They're like, oh, why are there so many people, voting, who not voting? That's why, because they're like, I'm not even going to vote. I'm not even going to vote. And even without all those votes, Trump still won. The majority, he won bigly because Kamala Harris was so fucking unlikable. After this, I fully expect you to publicly post on your convention page that you voted for Trump and you are a Nazi and not welcome. Yeah. So then came into Neon's mentions, attack, then blocked us from the con we previously thanked for supporting because I pointed out that it was hypocritical of him to behave that way. So we've got Neon coming in, a convention owner who we used to support and promote for years, pops into my personal Facebook feed, stirs up crap about Trump supporters, then proceeds to block us from the con page when we say that it's probably not a good idea as a business owner. Yeah. Like, while the points that Clownfish made are valid, they should have named and shamed that monster. Third or fourth tier con in a place that voted Trump because there was no farther right on the ballot. All the special guests peaked at being in Twilight. But yeah. Like, these people are constantly making things about politics. And then when we call it out, like, why are you putting politics into this? Why are you driving people away? Well, you must be a Nazi too. It's like, no, actually, I supported Harris and Biden. But does that mean I have to agree with you? I mean, I can call out the fact that you doing this is a terrible business model. But you do that, and they look at you like you're a far-right extremist. No, it's common sense. Which, once again, these people, just because you went to college, doesn't mean you have common sense or critical thinking. Because these people should know, when you come out there and insult people, it's a convention. You shouldn't be coming out saying, oh yeah, fuck all Donald Trump supporters and this, and you're supposed to be welcoming them. You're supposed to be welcoming it's supposed to be for everyone who enjoys sci-fi or, anime or whatever kind of convention is. When you have the people setting it up, coming out like, oh, if you voted for Trump, you're a bunch of Nazis. Not only are you going to drive away the people who voted for Trump, but the logical, level-headed, level-minded people are going to look at that and be like, that is terrible business. I was going to go to the convention, but I'm not. If that's how they treat people who they disagree with, I'm not going to give them my support and my money. You're driving people away. And this is the business model that the left has decided to take for the last several years. Stick it to the chuds at the cost of their own businesses. So, good job, Sci-Fi ValleyCon. You just fucked yourself over, buddy. Have fun. Have fun walking around an empty convention. All because you want to be, Donald Trump supporters are Nazis. Donald Trump, I've been writing about Donald Trump for 10 years already, but you guys are the cult. Go fuck yourself. Anyway. But what do we know? We're just a bunch of dumb rednecks in trailer parks that shoot guns and have sex with our sisters. Bing! What do we know? That's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.